Thank you for viewing my presentation, which is a proposal for a new training module for our organization. The focus here is on remedying common deficiencies in a key business skill, written communication. Written communication is widely recognized as an essential business skill. In a recent survey, the National Association of Colleges and Employers asked employers which skills they were most looking for in candidates. Written communication skills was indicated by 82% of the survey participants, making it the highest ranked skill in this year's survey. This is hardly surprising, given how central written communication is to the daily work of most businesses. Most business communication today is digital, meaning that texts, emails, and longer word processed documents fill our days, circulating both inside our respective organizations and making their way out into the world, where they are seen by clients, competitors, and often even the general public. Our written communication makes an impression. Are we careful and precise, or are we sloppy and unaware of basic rules of conduct? If our writing is filled with obvious grammar errors, it can create a negative impression. One CEO went so far as to put it this way: good grammar is credibility, especially on the internet. Fortunately, grammar skills are not an inborn trait. They can be learned and practiced. Most of us encountered grammar lessons when we were in school, but not since then. Errors can slip into the writing of even well-educated and well-meaning people. This is a proposal for a short training module, approximately 20 minutes of instruction, on eliminating sentence errors in your writing. The intended audience is everyone in the organization who relies on written communication to convey ideas and make a good impression, whether internally or externally. The goal of the training module is to prepare the learner to be able to compose or edit a passage of writing that is free from sentence errors. Sentence errors are among the most egregious types of grammatical mistakes that are commonly made. They are noticed by many people and make a strong negative impression. There are three types of sentence errors: sentence fragments, run-on sentences, and comma splices. This module will address all three by stressing the underlying principles of sentence completeness. When a learner understands what makes a sentence complete, the learner is more easily able to see and correct these three types of problems. The objectives of the training track closely to the steps that an expert learner would take to find and correct any sentence errors in his or her writing. After a refresher in sentence completeness, the learner will learn how to complete the steps in a reliable and time-tested process. After the training, the learner should be able to analyze the sentence to determine whether it is complete and free of sentence errors, analyze a sentence error to determine what kind of error it is, interpret the meaning of a passage to learn the intended meaning of the sentence, and compose a new sentence that is free from errors and makes sense in context. The instruction will consist of basic information on sentence completeness, including the concepts of subject and predicate, followed by guidance in completing steps in the process of finding and fixing sentence errors. This can be delivered by a live instructor, or if the goal is to deliver the training module at scale, via pre-recorded video animation. Students will be given passages and examples to practice their skills on, but the most important practice will be with their own writing. Students will be assessed on their proficiency with the four stated objectives. First, they will be given a passage that contains a sentence error and be asked to find it. Second, they will be shown sentence errors and asked to diagnose whether each one is a sentence fragment, a run-on sentence, or a comma splice. Third, they will be presented with a passage and asked to choose the best correction of a sentence error based on the meaning of the passage. Finally, they will be asked to write their own revised sentence for a sentence error, one that is error-free and makes sense in the context of the passage. With a short training module, we can reduce the prevalence of sentence errors in our organization's written communication, a significant improvement. I hope to have your support in funding this initiative. Thank you again for your attention.